Hey, how's it going? This is American Redneck, and we are going to be doing something today, to bypass crap. So let's get right into it. Alright, so what we're doing today is, this is going to be a very short video compared to the other ones that I've been doing. I haven't been working on the boat lately, so I haven't been recording it. So we have a Ford that we picked up, Ford F150 V8 Triton 5.4 liter. It's a 1999. Apparently these years are all rusted out, but luckily this one here used to belong to a church, so there's nothing wrong with the frame. There's only a tiny little spot on the tailgate. I've done some fixing, a lot of fixing on this thing, and yes, it is true, it is it is fix or repair daily. I do have to say that. This is my first Ford, and I have been working on it non-stop. Unfortunately, I haven't filmed any of it because I was just trying to get it all inspected and on the road, which it is. It's on the road, it's registered, insured, I get an inspection sticker, legal now, so I can drive this thing. So in this video here, as you can see in the picture or the title, we're going to be working on, when I start this thing up, it was making some noise, sort of like a metal shaking sort of noise. I found out, and I'll show you this in just a second, but I found the air conditioner clutch pulley, we'll call it that. It has three places where it has a rubber bushing. Two of the rubber bushings were missing, so the thing was shaking and rattling. This thing happens to have 238,000 miles on it at the moment, so I am not too confident that the AC is going to work in the first place, even though that the guy said it was going to. He also said a lot of other things that wasn't true. Yes, I forgot to mention a lot of other things. But we did have, we put a bunch of stuff into this. We got 4 new tires, all new brakes, some new rotors, new things. Anyways, we don't need to bore you with all that. So what we're going to be doing today is working on the air conditioning unit. We're not removing the unit, we're bypassing the unit. But before I jump into the bypassing of it and how we're going to do that, really easy, let me just show you about these bushings. So here I am. Yes, anytime that I go underneath a rusted vehicle, doesn't matter, I'm just going under there to poke some stuff to show you. Where it's so old and has so many miles on it, I do have my safety glasses on. You don't want rust or dirt in the eyes. And I also have my headlights so you can see what I'm talking about. So let's go under. We have, let me crawl under here. This here is the air conditioner. Now what was happening is that, see, you can see there's no bushing on this thing here. There's one someplace. You can actually turn this. So there's one bushing here. If you can see that, let me get you in there. It's just a rubber bushing that goes around it. Basically it just slips over these. These aren't bolts, these are just studs that are sticking out. And then, so therefore it holds the clutch plate back here, and then when it needs it, it pulls it in, blah blah blah. And then there's an 18mm bolt right here to take it off. If you need to take this off here, then I just took a screwdriver, placed it in between these, so it gave me a good, good thing there, leverage, and I just unscrewed that. So I took this off to realize that these weren't on there. I didn't know. So this comes off really easy. You just take that one out, and then I just took a screwdriver and pried it out a little bit. It's just a spline in there, so that comes right out. So what I did when I heard this noise, it was just rattling, and it didn't have the bushings. I'm not going to use this air conditioner at all. So what I did is I took it out and I just did some spot welds. Don't tell anybody. So I did the redneck version of it, spot welded these corners, spot welded inside there, just so it wouldn't rattle. You know, I didn't weld it a lot, just a couple spot welds. So I put it back together, and it was making a lot of noise. Excuse my voice. A lot of noise. Come to find out, inside here, when you take this out, there's a small washer on the inside. In that small washer, I forgot to put it back in. So I put it back in. That noise is gone, so there's no more metal rattling or anything like that. Unfortunately, the bearings inside of here are shot, and I'm going to show you that in just a minute. But instead of placing the bearings or rebuilding the whole thing there, I don't know how much it is. I couldn't tell you. I didn't look that up. I'm not concerned, because I know taking off that pulley there is a pain in the butt that I saw online. Could be done, but I don't want to do that. So what we're going to be doing is bypassing this altogether and just leaving this right there. So let me show you really quick what we're going to be doing, and then we'll go from there. So what I did is I went down to this is a Sunday, and the only store, I had to go down 10 miles to the next town to get one of these. This is a Serpentine belt to replace the one with no air conditioner. So it's 795K8, and this is for the Ford F-150 5.4 liter. The guy tried to sell me the one with a K6. I'm assuming the 6 would have been a 6-cylinder, which would have been a 4.6 liter. I don't know, but yeah, it had a 6. That wasn't it. So I had to go back in there and get the one with the 8. So the 795K8 is the one. It's a little bit wider than the other one that I had, that he gave me in the first place. It just didn't look right, so I always had to double check. So what I'm going to be doing is replacing the Serpentine belt, which is fine on here, with this one here. And then, so what I'll be able to do is, if for any reason down the road I feel like I want to rebuild the air conditioner unit pump clutch thingamabob, I'll still have the other Serpentine belt, so I can put that back on. Alright, so it's been a couple of hours, sorry, since the last time I filmed, just seconds ago for you. So, let's just go over a few things really quick. I'm doing all this so you don't have to, right? So, here we go. So this is the way that we want to do it without the air conditioning unit. So the way that this shows is to, let me get something to point. Good enough. Is to bring it around the alternator and underneath the idle pulley, and then around the tensioner. And of course, when you pull down, I don't know. Anyway, so it's going to tighten it. So this is the way that I got from the place where I got the parts. The videos that I've seen online have it coming up around here, and then around the idle arm, around this way, and then the tensioner pulley, and then because the tensioner pulley would push it in right here. So the only downside of this, I have the Ford F150 1999 with a V8 Triton. I don't know if anybody else has anything and it's gone this way, but here we have the idler pulley. Okay, while I have it off, I was just checking. It's practically brand new, so there's no wiggle in it. That's good. Unfortunately, when it's on there, it is so close where you can't put the belt. The belt will not go at all. That's why I tried taking this off, slip the belt in, put that back on, but it will not work. It is too tight. There's two things I'm assuming that you can do. Well, one I know you can do. The second one is, you have this one here is made for the one with the AC. You can get an idler pulley that has the grooves in it, which the belt should sit down inside, so it would give you more room. So you can do that. You can replace this. I don't know how much they are. Or you can do what I did. So I just finished the way that I told you I was going to do it. What the heck is that? Cricket? I don't know. So I did it the way that I told you. Way too much play. So tomorrow, it is late. It is 9:15. So tomorrow I have to take the tensioner pulley back off, take the belt back the way it was supposed to be, and go originally. Let me show you here. So instead of going this way, because this is the way, I thought this was going to pull up and tighten it, but it's not tightening it at all. So I have to go around, down around here, around that, and then around this. This is actually inside here. So I had to take it off and go around this way with it. So like I told you before, it didn't fit that way. So they actually make a, show you here, a idler pulley where it has the grooves in it. And if you look here, this one, if I can find it, it does say in here, boop-a-doo, shows 1 star, but that 1 star was because somebody used it on a diesel truck and it didn't work. But anyways, in here someplace it does show that this one is what you need if you have no AC, and that's what we're doing, is bypassing the AC. I had plenty of tension under there when I was playing around. There was plenty of tension to go around that pulley, but again, it wouldn't fit inside that pulley. By getting this pulley here, as you can see, see this one here, you can't fit it in, but this one here, it'll actually fit inside, so it'll have plenty of room. So the belt, the belt won't be below the pulley part. So that's where I'm at. I have to drive back to the same store I just went to get my, well, the belt, which is on there already. It's about 25 minutes away, not too bad. But in that one there, how much was it? $24.99. It's another 25 bucks. Ah, oh, pain in the butt. But I will bring you back when I get the pulley and we'll get there. Thanks. So it is the next day. I did go down to the store. Like I said, this is the idler pulley that was on the truck. As you can see, it's smooth on that side. And the belt wouldn't fit around it. So I went down to, where did I get this? AutoZone. Apparently AutoZone is the only place that has Ford F-150 parts. So I went and got a new pulley. This one here, as you can see, it has the grooves in it. It has the 8 grooves. And if we put it up against this one here, you can see it is just slightly smaller. But also the belt will be able to fit inside here, so there won't be any rubbing on the back end. So let me put this in and we'll go from there. Be right back. Whew. So I got it all on. It's all on. It looks good, sort of, so far. But let me just show you what I've done. Let me take this. I'll show you that in a minute. So I have a breaker bar on my my tensioner pulley, and then I have this extra bar to pull and I just strapped it off over there, put it in this little hole, and yeah, so that's how that is. So let's check down here how it looks. Not that you can see anything. Let me take the breaker bar out and I will show you how it went on there. And then I'll show you what I had to do. So I'll be right back. So what I've done, of course this is the brand new idler pulley. And so the way it goes, down at the very bottom there, the very bottom, here's your fan right here. And then, so it goes around the, the very bottom one, and then it comes back up over on this side. I will show you a diagram. But it's all in there, it's all nice and tight. Should last. The way I had to get this on here, because I put the idle arm all the way down, and I had it so I slip it up over this. But where this has got the little lip for the alternator, I could not get it up over that. So what I did is I unbolted the idler arm. This is just a 13 millimeter. These here are 10 millimeter for the tensioner. So I unbolted this, very easy. Slipped this belt around it and then pulled on a little bit and slid it back on there and then bolted it on. So that was the easiest way for me to do it without breaking my knuckles or anything like that. So let me show you what I did. Get a piece of paper here. There, get a pen. So the way that this actually was, like I showed you, this one here is the very bottom pulley, CS, whatever that stands for at the moment, I can't think. So this is the main one that comes off the engine, and what it does is it comes up and then you have to wrap it around the water pump this way and then back down. So the grooves are in this way, and then on this side it's going to be the flat part of the belt, and then it comes underneath the power steering up to the alternator. And then the way that they have it here, it wasn't work. This belt was actually too long to do it this way. I did it this way, belt was too long. So what I did instead is I got the new idler pulley here, the one with the ribs in it, and then so I came down this way around it, this way, and then this actually is in here a little bit. But then it comes down like this, and this actually tensioner pulley pulls down, but when it goes back up it actually looks like this. So it actually pushes on this here to make everything tight. So that's how I did it on the 99 Ford F150 with a 5.4 liter Triton V8. So if you want to bypass your air conditioner, which is down here, then you get the belt. I'll show you the belt. Was the 79.5 K8, and then to get it to work this way here, because this is supposed to be if your engine does not have is not equipped, then this, I don't know, but anyways. And then I got the idler pulley, which is 231053, and that's this one here. So this one here at my store was $26, $27. This here was, I want to say it was like 30 bucks. So 55 bucks. I bypassed my pulley down here, my thing. So let me put all this stuff back on so we have a good clean air flow going in there, and then I'll set you guys up. We will start it to see if it makes any less noise or if it all works at all. So I'll be right back. Alright, so here's the moment of truth. I got all this back on, and I did turn it over just a slight. I didn't really start it, but I just turned it over to make sure all the belt was going to stay on there. So let me go start it and see if it's any better. So she's all running right now. Doesn't seem like anything is messed up. There's no more grinding from the AC compressor, which is mint. That tick was just from me hitting. So let me show you. Everything seems to be going the right way. Should be. The only thing that go backwards is one of the pulleys. But I'm feeling the air from the fan, so that's good. So the next thing I just need to check, just to make sure everything's working. I will let it run for a little bit and make sure it doesn't overheat. Because if it's overheat, maybe the water pump's going backwards, but it shouldn't be. So everything, that's how you fix it. This video was actually a little bit longer than I thought, but not as long as my other ones. So, I'm going to let it run. If something happens, I'll come back. But if I just end here, then nothing is wrong with it. Give me a thumbs up at least. Hey, I got it all dirty for it. We'll see you next time on American Redneck.